Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and I am here today to share with you guys the last and final project for Metals in Love, a YouTube hop. This is a hop that I am hosting along with Crafting with Isabel, Bori, my very dear friend. Hey Isabel. And in this hop we have a lot of awesome crafters, starting with obviously myself and Isabel. We also have Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. We have Judy Evans Parker, New York Freestyleitall. We also have Crafting with Ivy, Crafts and More with Donna Jackson, Creative Moments with Durinda. And last but not least, did I say Crafting with Ivy? Crafting with Ivy, if I didn't say your name as well. So you guys, oh my goodness. This has been an amazing 4 weeks. I have loved the creativity from each and every single one of the participants, of the crafters that have been involved in this hop. This has been super, super amazing. I know that some of the projects you guys found easy, and I know some of the projects you guys found hard. But I'm super glad and I'm very proud of you all for attempting something that you're really not that comfortable with attempting, regardless if it's Metals in Love or Love is in the Air. Or if you tried them both, oh my God, if you tried them both, like, God bless you. Because that's a lot of work, you guys. It's a lot of work. So, as you guys know, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for some of my digital papers. I just released a digital collection, and today is the last day for my flash sale, you guys. Everything, my 3 digital paper packs are on sale, half off, you guys. That's not going to be happening often. So definitely take advantage of that. If you do make a purchase, then you're automatically entered into receiving 50% off your next purchase of my digital paper kits. So, you know, I am planning on doing this more moving forward. And I'm learning tons and tons and tons. And I think my papers are starting to kind of like evolve the more that I'm learning and the more that I'm doing. So super excited about that. But this is not about that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little reminder that there is a flash sale. I only have 3 paper kits and they're all half off. So if you're interested in trying them out and supporting me, I would greatly appreciate it. You can find the information for that down below as well, because I will add the link to that video where I do the flash sale, which has all the information in the description area. So you guys, without further ado, today's project was to create a dimensional dress in either a steampunk style, which is the Metals in Love version, or in a different style, which is the Love is in the Air. Okay, you guys? I did provide the ladies with some printables that I got from J&S Hobbies and Crafts. I had done these dresses sometime last year. So I had the downloads from her site, her store, which she so graciously, you know, has available for free download so that you can give it a try, which is super awesome because these templates are amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely go and check it out. They're not that easy to find because you do kind of got to rummage through her blog, but it's worth the work, you guys. They're amazing. And so I didn't use the template, although I did provide everybody with, you know, templates in case they wanted to have something that was a little bit more structured, or if they needed that, you know, that template. So I did send that out to people, to everybody that was in the hop, in case they needed to use it, so that they had something, you know, to at least visually see the parts that they can use if they wanted to use that. Or they could have done it freehand, freestyle. That's more or less what I did. I did mine's freestyle because it was more of a challenge for me to do it freestyle than to do that dress, which I had already done. So let me share with you guys what I did. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, honestly, I really don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how much I love it or if I dislike it. I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to let me know what you think. And here we go. This is what I created. This is what I created for Metals in Love. Okay. And I did make it with a moving compartment with a moving element, which is the spinning heart. So we have a heart with a diamond on it. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, you guys, it's a heart with a diamond. It's the Hope Diamond. Well, it's not the Hope Diamond because I think the Hope Diamond was like a blue. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even know. I don't remember. That was from what, Titanic? I'm always going off off to left field here. Let me just, there we go. So I had these. I had three of them. I found them at a thrifty store, and they was just like this. They were ornaments, and they had like these this heart, this wooden heart. Well, it's not really wooden. It's probably like some kind of resin or something like that. So it had this heart in the center. And so I'm like, I'm looking through my stuff to see like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna add to this dress to, you know, really make it like, you know, steampunk-ish, you know, whatever the case may be. So I found three of them. One of them I used in another project a little bit ago. I think I used it. I'm not sure which project, but I know I used it in another project a little short while ago. So I had two left over, and they each of them come with this moving heart in the center. So what I did is I took the two rings that it comes with. I took the two rings that it comes with, and I mounted them together, and I removed one of the hearts from the other one so that this has room, and that way I had a nice solid base to kind of put this in. I did do a little bit of a scalloped edge around the bottom of the dress, and everything was pieced together. So I cut my pieces first, and then I glued it. I didn't paint anything on the inside. I really didn't have, unfortunately, the time to do that. And then, as you guys can see, the ring is kind of sticking through there, so that I used the double rings to kind of anchor it properly to the dress. We have a lot of stuff going on over here. So basically, to build, to kind of cover everything, because I wanted to have everything covered in like in this industrial looking kind of, I don't even know what to call it. Like your mind just goes so far when it comes to these things. So what I did is that I used that mesh that they sell in Dollar Tree. I used that mesh, and I had quite a bit of it. I still actually do still have quite a bit of it. So I just glued that thing everywhere, and I try to pattern it so that it does kind of fall, so that it does look somewhat seamless, even though it doesn't really look that seamless. But I did try to get it like everything in you know, in the right order, and I cut bits and pieces and bits and pieces and long strips and bits and pieces. Like, oh my goodness, it was just all over the damn place. But anywho, so this, I covered the whole thing first with that, because I figured, you know, once I gesso that and I paint over that, that's gonna look like a whole bunch of like, I don't even know what, like little nail heads or something like that. Like I was just thinking like that's gonna look crazy industrial. So and that was kind of what I wanted to go for this. I wanted this to be like, you know, I wanted to have that industrial feel when it came to this dress. And so I added some chains. So there are some chains hanging all the way coming from the back, you know, kind of looping out to the front. They're kind of glued in there. Everything is, whoop, let me see if I can get it in. There we go. You guys can kind of see that a little bit better. So we have the chains kind of coming down and they looping around. These little rivets are trim that I got from Hobby Lobby that was on sale, which I shared with you guys on my Hobby Lobby haul. So I did use that trim. It reminds me of what they used to put on the belts back in the days, but it's like, it's almost like a strung pearl, but just like with these little square pieces here. So I put all, you know, that all around the dress. I did it all the way around. I added all these little, you know, rows of that to kind of just add a little something extra to it. And then once I kind of did all that and I put this down and I put these little rivets down, then it was time to start decorating. So what I started to do is I'm thinking, okay, this is Valentine's theme. I can't just make this dress and I have some kind of a heart or something. So I cut out a huge heart and I decided to make my top like, you know, like one of those dresses that, you know, those heart-shaped dresses. So that's what I did. So I cut out a huge heart and I put hot glue all over it, right? I put a whole bunch of hot glue all over it first. I let it drip. I let it drip everywhere. I covered the whole thing first with the hot glue and just dripped it everywhere. And then I started to lay in my components. I found this, these are buttons. So I found this clock button and I put that there. And then I added some of my my gears in here. and then I followed that, so it's kind of like it snakes out like this, right? So all of this is supposed to help make this heart, you know, this thing spin, and it spins when it's standing up. It's laying down, so gravity is working against it, but it does spin all the way around. Super, super cool. I wish I could have made it so that it spins like with a button. That would have been so steampunk. If I could have added like a little light switch and the thing just starts spinning. But anywho, so I did that. I did add all the little gears coming down, kind of like snaking down the dress. I added the key because, you know, I've been adding keys to my projects since the beginning of the hop. So between the key to love and things to do with that, and the way that love works and things to do with making love work. So I love that. I love that little element of this dress because, you know, I've read and I've heard from other people who do steampunk more of, you know, their main kind of craft, their main kind of art, and they always say that steampunk is supposed to have some kind of a real functioning element. Like, it's supposed to function. Like, that's why you see like some of those steampunk gadgets that they make. Like, if it has a light bulb, the light bulb will actually turn on. If it has you know, a switch, the switch will actually do something. So steampunk, yeah, the aesthetic is steampunk, but steampunk is supposed to also kind of function, because it's kind of like junkyard fixing things is kind of what steampunk, to me, I might be mistaken, to me that's kind of how I look at it, like junkyard fixing kind of things. You know, you're using a whole bunch of different, you know, stuff to make something else. So total DIYs, right? So for the most part, that's the impression that I wanted to give. And then with the mechanical heart, right, the mechanical heart that spins around. Now to discuss a little bit more about what else I did in here. So I did overlay the gears. I did add extra little bits and pieces here and there. I also went into this with some trim. So to create the back of the dress, so that it's not an open heart and you know, I needed something to cover the back, I did use this trim here. So I just kind of zigzagged it back and forth and then wrapped it around on the inside just so that it covers a little bit of the inside. And then as far as fabric, that's all that I used. And then I did use these flowers. These are from, what is the name of that store? Oh, Mon Ami Gabi's. These flowers are from Mon Ami Gabi's, and I added them in there. The rose is not. So we have a huge rose from Michael's on here that I just sewed black. Just sewed painted black, then dabbed on red metallic luster, and these are the two lusters that I pretty much use. I only used the radiant red, and for this one I did a little bit of silver spark. Mainly what you see on here, I use black acrylic, which is called Lamp by Deco Art, as well as their medium mister in black. I only have a little bit left. Now I did also use some of my PH Martin's inks, and I used the Crystal Mint. Then I went into it once it dried with Lindy's spray in the Cement Green. I also added some of the Azure Sea Aster from the Lindy's spray. And I added a little bit of glitter here and there. And this is also Deco Art Glamour Dust. Okay. So after I did all of that, oh, we also have this other little moving part here, which I didn't adhere down. I just kind of left it kind of hanging there. It hangs right from under where the rose is. So this is kind of like what it looks like. I pushed it back a little bit just so that it can stand, so it stands nicely on its own. I painted everything black, and then once I painted everything black, then I went into it with the radiant red, and just kind of started adding some red elements in here. And green is my favorite color, but green also represents growth, regeneration, you know, things like that. So I think that in love, you should be able to, not that you should be able to, maybe that's not the right word, but in love there's always a possibility for renewal, there's always a possibility for regeneration. and there's always a possibility to, you know, make something new, right? And so more or less this dress kind of has a little bit of that in it, right? It has the greens for the growth. It also have the reds for the passion, the intensity, um, you know, all of those things that is required. Um, you have to have the passion, the desire, the drive to want to make something, to want to make something work. You have to have all of those things, all of those elements. So these are the colors that I chose, and those are the reasons why I chose those colors. It's not a Christmas dress, you guys, but I did add the green in there. Again, number one, because I love it, and number two, because it has a special meaning as well. All the colors do. They all represent something, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have them. So they all mean something. And that's just more or less what it means to me. It's the power. The red represents the power, the energy, the passion, the desire. And the green, the growth, the renewal, moving forward, right? Because you think of growth, you think of movement, or moving forward, right? Always catching the next phase. And as I always say, everything takes time, everything takes work. So we have the timepiece here, we have the key that unlocks the love that is always ready to move, but is sometimes hidden away. Okay. And yeah, this is my steampunk dress, you guys. I hope that you like it. I know it might not be what you expected to see, or maybe it is what you expected to see out of me, because I love doing these types of things like this. And yes, this was my challenge in this one here, because I already had done the template, was to make my own. I was like, how am I going to go about making my own? What am I going to do to make my own? And this can totally be DIY'd. You don't need to... As I was making it, I was like, I could have totally done this. I could have totally DIY'd this whole thing. I didn't even need this mechanism to create this effect. You could have done this with paper and maybe like a toothpick or something. I don't know. Or maybe some other kind of wire. But anywho, this is what it is. And it's got the moving heart. Totally steampunk. Metal and bronze in one color, and all the luminosity in the center of the other one. So yeah, this is what I made. I hope that you guys like it. I know that my angles sometimes are not the greatest, and my light sometimes is not the greatest. But I do hope that you're able to see it. All the texture. My camera is in a really awkward spot, so it's hard for me to like maneuver it in certain directions because I'll bump into the camera. I did add glitter everywhere. That's why you see it, that it kind of shines. It's not from the mesh. It's from glitter that I added. I rubbed on glue. I didn't pour the glue on. I rubbed it on my finger, and then I just kind of sprinkled it. So that's why it's all shiny and shimmery. And I love it, I think. It's like there's parts of it that I'm like, yeah. That there's parts of it that I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have done this better. Because I do have my little, my little issues with it. I wish that I could have cinched in and gave it more of a waist here. But that was kind of hard because I did so many layers of different papers as I was putting it together, because it was a work in progress. I was literally doing one part and then figuring out how to do the next part. And I was just kind of building it, as I went. So I was just kind of going off whatever my mind was telling me. And I was just like, okay, crazy head, whatever you say. All right, I'm listening. I'm doing it. Let's go. So yeah, but this is what I did. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, for participating, for supporting. Let me hold it up like this, kind of, so that you guys can still see it. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you to all of you guys that hopped along and watched and supported everybody. And even a huger thank you to the crafters that took the time out of their busy schedules every week to create a project for you guys, to share this project with you guys, and to come back the following week and do it again. So thank you guys so much. I so greatly appreciate your support, not just for the hops that I create, but also for the love and everything you guys show me on my channel. I do greatly appreciate it. I know that sometimes I'm not the greatest at getting back at everybody. My life is really hectic, more than you guys will ever probably even know. And don't forget, you guys, if you want to win one of my digital papers, all you have to do is let me know what you liked about this project in the description area down below. Just like all the previous weeks, in order to be included, you will have to have commented on all of the videos. All 5 videos will have to have the comment that I requested in the video, because I did, I request for a certain I guess a certain kind of way for the comment to kind of go. And those are the people that I'm going to include. So all I need to know in the description area down below is, what did you like about the project? I appreciate everybody that comes by and stops by and watches and leaves a comment down below and letting me know that they watched it. I so greatly appreciate you. But in order to be entered into the giveaway for my digital papers, your comment has to include what you liked about the project, not just the thanks for sharing, which I appreciate. But those people will most likely will not be included. So if you wanted to be included and all you wrote was a thanks for sharing, you have time to go back and change your comments. I'm gonna give you guys that much, because once I start doing my tally, which is gonna be sometime during this week, I'm not gonna include those that didn't, that I guess heard the video or maybe didn't hear the video, but they don't want to be included in the giveaway because they didn't comment what they needed to comment. So that's the only rule, you guys. That's all you have to do. I have 5 videos, 5 weeks for the Medals of Love YouTube Pop. All you have to do is go to the video. Hopefully you like the video. Comment in the description area. Comment down below, not in the description area. Comment down below what you liked about each one of the videos. Each one of the videos is different. We had different projects each week, so let me know what you liked about the videos. A lot of you guys did that already, and I was just like so enamored reading all you guys' comments. Thank you so much. And be subscribed to the channel, and don't subscribe to unsubscribe, you guys. Your channel has to be visible, so that means that we are keeping track of the people that are subscribing and unsubscribing and then resubscribing whenever there's a giveaway or whenever there's a hop with a giveaway. Whenever there's an opportunity for a giveaway, we see that people reemerge. People are noticing. You guys hear it in other people's comments. People are noticing. There's really no point for you to subscribe to unsubscribe. I don't want to turn it into that kind of a video or end this on that kind of note, because I'm super excited for this project, for this hop, and for its conclusion. It's finally over. So I don't want to end the video like that. Just, you guys, it doesn't take anything for you to subscribe and stay subscribed, unless it's a real reason why you're unsubscribing, like you no longer like the content. But you cannot not like the content and then like the content when there's something being given away. People are aware. Eyes are open, you guys. So thank you so much. Just, a little Sunday word of wisdom. Thank you guys so much once again. Oh my God, I love you all. I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.